One of the things that I love about these books is the theme of redemption that runs through all of them. And the last book does a beautiful job of highlighting this theme. No matter what a person has done, no one is beyond redemption. We are all one small choice away from redemption. Imagine this. Napoleon is breathing down England's neck. The Prince Regent, he's throwing another glitter bomb of a ball, and 5 debutantes, yes, corsets and all, are picking locks with hairpins, brewing explosives over tea, and they are napping their way through tomorrow's battle plans. If that sentence just short-circuited your brain, good. Imagine Bridgerton in a fancy waltz with the X-Men. Welcome to a book review of A Stranje House series by Kathleen Baldwin. I was introduced to this series by my daughter-in-law. She got the books and she started reading them, and then she reread them, and then she was like, I gotta get all these books, I gotta read them. And so I was like, what are you reading? Have you ever done that? Yeah, well, I started reading them and I was not disappointed. I was just as enthralled as she was because these books are amazing. I think it's probably YA fiction, because they're very clean, because the spice in the language it's not. They're not there. It's very clean. But violence is another story, because they do find bodies buried in the sand, and there are torture rooms, and there is some death. But the violence really enhances the story, moves the story along, and it's not overly graphic. This series is an alternative historical fiction, and it's 1814, and there's wars, and corsets are lethal, and the ton is clutching its pearls at the actions of these strange girls. Now, in this time period, these young ladies, they have been rejected by their family because they don't follow the rules, and they just misbehave. So they're sent to this special school called A Stranje House. And so once these girls get there, and they think that they're going to this horrible place, but what really is going on is that this is a cover for a spy school. And Ms. Strange takes these girls that society has rejected and helps them discover their natural gifts and talents. These girls, they're not dodging marriage brokers, which was the expectations of young ladies in 1814. No, these girls are making a difference in the war. They are actually shifting the tides of war in an unexpected way. Think of Lady Danbury moonlighting as Professor X. It's really quite a cool story. The fascinating thing about this series is that each book is told from a different girl's perspective. So there are 5 girls at the school, at Miss Strange's school, and each girl has a special gift. So the first book is Georgiana, and she is a math genius who really has no filter, and she says things without thinking. And then we have, let's see, who do we have? We have Tess, who has nightmares that come true, which causes her not to get a lot of sleep. And then there's Maya, and Maya, who is actually one of my favorites, she has the ability to see sound and music, and she can use music to influence people. And then we have Jane, and Jane's a fascinating character because she can see invisible tactical patterns. Like, she can look at a situation and see what's going to happen. If that person moves right, then this is going to affect this person that way. And it's really kind of a cool ability. And then the last one, she's really cool. Her name is Serafina, but we call her Sarah. And this young lady has the ability to see the good and evil spirits, and to see into the spiritual realm, and to see the emotions of people. She's a very influential character in the books because of her ability to see what other people can't. Now, when you go to read these books, you want to read them in the correct order. So you're going to start with A School for Unusual Girls. And this is a fun, easy read that will keep you, it's just very fast-paced, but it does leave you on a cliffhanger, and you're going to be going, where's the next book? And the next book is Exile for Dreamers. Now, this one is going to tell you the story of, let's see, who is this about? This one is about Tess, the dreamer. And so you're going to read this one and the next one, book 2 and 3. And these are like full-on spy game. You've got double agents, prison breaks, masquerade balls where everyone's juggling multiple identities. Really quite cool. And then you're going to move to book 4. Now, book 4, Refuge for Masterminds. This one is about Jane. And Jane is the one that can see tactical patterns. And so this continues, think Ocean's 8, but with petticoats and invisible tattoos. And then you're going to be like, wait, what happens? What's the conclusion to this story? Because you're really going to want to know. So then you're going to be at book number 5, which is Sanctuary for Seers. And this one is probably one of my favorite books out of the series. It really ties up the whole series very nicely. If you binged Bridgerton for the romance, then but you found yourself wondering, what would Daphne have done with pyrokinesis, where she could start fires? Now, what could she have done? Well, you know what? This series is for you. And if you loved X-Men's found family theme, but you would like it to be served maybe on a silver platter with a little more class, also for you. Now, you can open any chapter throughout these books, anywhere, and you're going to find someone kissing a spy in a carriage, or perhaps blackmailing a French diplomat. Sometimes both, because these young ladies are excellent multitaskers. If you're ready to read these amazing books, because they really are, I'm going to put a link in the description so you can get your copy today. You might want to go ahead and buy all 5 books, because trust me, when you read the first one, you're going to want the next, and then you're going to want the next. So just go for it. Buy all 5 and get yourself reading. Now, after you read these books, I would love it if you came back and made a comment and told me which one of those 5 girls' superpower would you want to have. I think that I would like to have Maya's ability to influence people with music and sound, and to be able to see the sound waves in the air. I think that'd be super cool. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching.